Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video, I'll be talking about composite functions. So when we're talking about composite functions, we're saying this is when the output of one function is used as the input of another. If we have, for example, f of x is equal to 3x plus 1 and g of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3, then we're asked to find f g of x. So what this means is we're going to perform g first, which is g of x, and then f is going to be performed on the result of g. So whatever result of g of x that we're going to get is the one that we're going to use as the input value for the function of f. So let's do a quick example. We have f g of x, and then part B, we have g f of x. So we're going to start with part A, whereby we're going to look for g of x first. So we are given 2x squared minus 3. This is g of x. And then we're asked to find f g of x, like this. So now we come to our function f, and wherever we have x, we're going to replace it with everything that is in this bracket. So that leaves us, because remember, f of x is 3x plus 1. If we are going to perform this, we're going to have 3. Where we have x, we have 2x squared minus 3 plus 1. And we're going to expand. This is going to give us 6x squared minus 9 plus 1. We get 6x squared minus 8. This is what we get from this composite function. Part B, we are going to start off with f of x. And we know that f of x is 3x plus 1. And now g, 3x plus 1 is going to give us g of x, right, is this one right here. G of x is this one right here. And wherever we've got this x, we're going to replace it with everything in this bracket. So we end up with 3x plus 1 squared minus 3. So we're going to expand this. We'll remain with 2 on the outside. And then we have 9x squared plus 6x plus 1 minus 3. And expanding this, we have 18x squared plus 12x plus 2 minus 3. We end up with 18x squared plus 12x minus 1. So that is how we perform composite functions. I will do a few more examples so that you thoroughly understand the concept. So we're going to do number 2, where we are given p of x is equal to 2x plus 1. Q of x is equal to 3x minus 1. R of x is equal to x squared. We are asked to find part A, P, Q, part B, P, Q, 2, part C, P, R, and then part D, R, P, 1. Starting with part A, where we are looking for PQ. We take our Q as 3x minus 1. This is our Q. The function P is 2x plus 1. So we are going to have 2. Wherever we have x, we're using q plus 1, which is equal to 6x minus 2 plus 1. And we get 6x minus 1. That is our answer for PQ. Part B says PQ2. So we're going to start with Q first. For Q, Q of x is equal to 3x minus 1. Now we have Q of 2, so that gives us 3, 2 minus 1, and that is 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. Now we're going to take this value that we just got for Q and put it into P. So we end up with remember p of x is 2x plus 1. But now we have 5 that we are going to use as the input value. So we have 5 plus 1. This is 10 plus 1, which gives us 11. The value for PQ of 2 is equal to 11. And then moving on to part C, we have PR. We're given our R of x as x squared. So now we want to find our P x squared. We're going to get 2x squared plus 1. And from that, we get 2x squared plus 1. That is our answer for part C. And then part D, we have our P of 1. Our P of x is equal to 2x plus 1. And then our P of 1 is equal to 2 multiplied by 1 plus 1, and we get 3. Our R, since our R of x is equal to x squared, so now R3 gives us 3 squared, which is equal to 9. So that is how you deal with composite functions. You take the output of one function and use it as the input of the other. So let's do the last example. We have example number 3, and we're given f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1, and g of x is equal to 3x plus 1. And then part A, we're asked to find f of negative 2. And then part B, we're asked to find g f of x. So starting with part 1, right, we take our f of x function as it is minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1. And then wherever we have x, we're going to replace it with negative 2. So we have negative 2 cubed minus 2 negative 2 squared plus 5 negative 2 minus 1. Negative 2 cubed gives us negative 8 minus 2 times negative 2 squared gives us 8 minus 5 times negative 2, that's minus 10, minus 1. Minus 8 minus 8, that's minus 16, minus 10, minus 26, minus 1, that's negative 27. So that's what we get for part A. And then part B says g f of x. So wherever we have x in the function of g, that's where we're going to put what we have in function f. We rewrite our function f as it is. So that's x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 1. This is our function f. We want to plug in the function of g. So we have 3x. So this whole function here of f is our x value for the function g. So we have 3 plus 1. And then we get 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus 15x minus 3 plus 1. We then get 3x cubed minus 6x squared plus 15x minus 2. So this is our final answer. So that is it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Please make sure that you do hit the subscribe button.